2025 keeps getting better and better when it comes to cars. Automakers are doing everything they can to make sure that they stay ahead of the game. And because of this, we're seeing updates that most of us have only dreamed of. One great example is the Ford Explorer, which is about to receive a pretty interesting update for the 2025 model. You can imagine this car with a new look, both outside and inside, as well as a few tech upgrades here and there. Ford has decided to make the car more digital, doing away with some of the analog touches. But let's take a deeper look into what to expect for the 2025 Ford Explorer. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll look at the 2025 Ford Explorer to see what upgrades to expect. But before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. And with that, let's look at the 2025 Ford Explorer. Depending on who you ask, the Ford Explorer deserves a lot of credit or blame. This is mainly because it's helped to create the American public's insatiable appetite for sport utility vehicles, which we all know as SUVs. And as the demand for SUVs goes higher as people seek bigger cars, the Explorer has never disappointed. It all started in 1991, when the original Explorer made its debut. Since then, the adventurous-sounding nameplate has been in production. It's also gone through a couple of updates, some of which have been greatly appreciated by the public. The most recent generation brought back rear-wheel drive for the 2020 model. And it's safe to say that this is like going back to where it all began. Even though the platform, powertrains, and most of the body panels remains the same, the 2025 Ford Explorer receives what is known in the car industry as a mid-cycle refresh. In addition to the streamlined lineup, Ford's midsize SUV will feature a new face, redesigned interior, and significantly improved technology. Excited already? Well, so am I. So let's get into more details about these changes. For the 2025 model, Ford has decided to make the Explorer family smaller. This is in an attempt to reduce the complexity of the car, which the company believes will help improve quality and use fewer resources. This means that last year's trim lineup, which had 8 different trim levels, has now been reduced to 4. Now, when you go and ask at a dealership, you'll be told that the trims are active, ST line, Platinum, and ST. For those who fell in love with the off-road oriented Timberline, we do not yet know its fate. However, a spokesperson from Ford revealed that the company is currently working on what might be the most off-road capable Explorer. Sadly enough, we will have to wait until later this year to find out more about the car. A Raptor version already seems like a long shot, but nonetheless, we can expect to see a facelifted Timberline, which will possibly have more hardcore hardware. For the 2025 Ford Explorer, it'll come with an updated front, which gives it a bolder look. Now, we will see a larger grille, new headlights, and front bumpers that are similar to a skid plate. The front bumpers also seem to be wider and lower compared to previous models. To help people differentiate the 4 trim levels, Ford is giving each a distinct grille. The active trim will come with a black mesh design complemented by chrome bars, while the ST line trim and ST will come with a gloss black honeycomb design and unique badges. As for the Platinum trim, it'll mix a wing design with black and satin chrome elements. All these are amazing touches to the design, making it look even more modern than the current model. When we go to the back, the automaker has decided to revise the taillights, giving them a cooler look. They're now connected to a horizontal element that includes the Explorer script, and to make them even cooler, they're now partially illuminated. This looks awesome, especially when you hit the brakes. For the first time in an Explorer, customers can get a black painted roof from the factory on all but the base model. Furthermore, Ford has made it such that all models of the Explorer now come standard with the previously optional tow package. The only difference is that their 5,000-pound towing capacity is now lower by between 300 and 600 pounds, depending on the trim level. Just as with any other mid-cycle refresh, there are fresh paint options and newly available wheel designs. The automaker has also added a new hue, known as Vapor Blue Metallic. It's just pretty to look at, but it will be available in all but the ritzy Platinum trim. The performance-minded ST will introduce magnetite painted 21-inch wheels, which are also available in a less powerful ST line. However, that would require the Street Pack, which also includes upgraded brakes with red painted calipers. For anyone who's thinking of going for either of the ST models, they will have a chance to attend Ford's Performance Driving School, which has locations in Park City, Utah, and Asheville, North Carolina. And even better, they'll get to attend this driving school for free. According to Ford, there aren't any notable chassis or powertrain changes to the 2025 Explorer. All models will come standard with rear-wheel drive, but people will have the option to go for all-wheel drive. When it comes to the powertrains, the Active, ST line, and now the Platinum trims will come with a turbo 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine, capable of giving out about 300 horsepower. On the other hand, the ST will come with a twin-turbo 3.0-liter V6 engine, producing about 400 horsepower. This engine was previously standard for the Platinum trim, but it will not be an option. Both engines will transmit their power through a 10-speed automatic transmission. However, it's only the ST model that will have paddle shifters. After all, since it is the sport version, the automaker has to make it feel like a sport version. When you get inside the car, you'll be surprised at how unrecognizable the Explorer's new dashboard is compared to last year's model. There are definitely more changes other than the addition of the 12.3-inch fully digital gauge cluster and a 13.2-inch touchscreen. And mind you, these two are now standard. We can expect to see an entirely new infotainment interface. Along with the new surface material and textures, the redesigned dashboard has been pushed forward to make the front seat area feel more spacious. From the center stack, there's a handy tray that protrudes, and this is where the newly available dual wireless charging pads now live. Ford says the seats on lower trims have all been revised and made more comfortable. There are also multiple new interior color schemes available across the lineup, which is not all that bad. There are some questions concerning the piano black trim featured on the Platinum's revised center console. Nonetheless, we have to appreciate the lower spec models that have a matte finish that is less prone to getting scratched. Each Explorer will also come with a soundbar-like element baked into the dashboard, which hides the stereo speakers. As for the fancier trims, they come with a more premium B&O system. Just as we've mentioned, the two large displays are now standard across all trims. Even though they're based on Google's Android Automotive operating system, Ford has claimed that all the software development was done in-house, and both screens run on a single module for the first time. To add to this, they now have the ability to have a map view in the gauge cluster, as previously only turn-by-turn directions were offered. However, this map can only be viewed when an active route is set. Since voice controls are becoming more widely accepted because of the proliferation of Amazon Alexa, Apple Siri, and Google Assistant, Ford's infotainment system, which is called the Ford Digital Experience, has also followed suit. Even though Google software is the default setting, Alexa can also be used for in-car controls. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both standard for those who prefer to operate through their smartphones. This new Explorer will definitely be a game changer when it comes to Ford's lineup. And since it is the first to receive this new and improved infotainment system, we are yet to see what else Ford is planning for their other cars. For now, we can only anticipate seeing the 2025 Ford Explorer in action. What do you think of the 2025 Ford Explorer? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.